The most obvious product Tesla is going to build doesn't exist yet, and when it finally ships, it's going to bolt onto the side of your house, run artificial intelligence off Tesla's own chips, heat your home with the warmth that the AI throws off, cool off and power your entire house with the energy it stores, and pay you to own it. Once you see the pieces Tesla is actually assembling, I think you'll land exactly where I landed. This thing is a no-brainer. It's a when, not an if, and it stems from a filing that Tesla just submitted. And just a reminder, nothing in this video is investment or financial advice. On June 18th of 2026, Tesla filed a trademark with the US Patent Office for a product called Megapod. Serial number 99893717. Go and type it in yourself. You're welcome. The filing describes word for word modular data-centered hardware systems for artificial intelligence computing. Basically, a super fancy way of saying servers, AI processing hardware, networking, power distribution, and cooling all in one box. A Megapod is a complete AI computer in a crate. You literally wheel it in, plug it into power, and it runs AI. That's the whole product in a nutshell. Now, there's no Megapod you can buy yet, and there's no published price, obviously, and not even a ship date yet. It's an intent to use filing, which is legal language for we're calling dibs on this name for a thing that we're going to make in the future. Now, what's important to keep in mind is that right now, Tesla is a compute buyer. Their big AI training cluster in Texas, the one they call Cortex, runs on something like 67,000 Nvidia GPUs, which is Nvidia's silicon, not Tesla's. So that means that Tesla is just basically writing Nvidia a check for that compute, same as everybody else, but with Megapod, that will flip entirely. Megapod is Tesla as a compute seller. It's the difference between renting an apartment and being the landlord who owns the building. That's a very important distinction. And this is something Tesla investors constantly have an eye open for. And I know that a lot of you in our audience are big time Tesla investors, but just because you're willing to make a big bet on a single company doesn't mean that you don't think about how to manage your risk on the downside too. And this is where today's sponsor, Rebellionaire, comes in. Bradford Ferguson and Matt Smith, who run Rebellionaire, are big time retail investors in Tesla, just like you, who've done a ton of unique and insightful research around things like FSD, Optimus Bot, Tesla Energy, and the entire Musk ecosystem. So they understand exactly where you're coming from. And they're also professionals. And through Rebellionaire, they specialize in helping investors like you with big concentrated investments to protect yourself from downside risk while growing your share count over time using strategies like trimming and adding or covered calls. Not only that, they can also help you create a money master plan from your financial first principles. So if that sounds interesting to you and you've got a $2 million position in Tesla or more, you can head on to rebellionaire.com/Farzad. That's rebellionaire.com/Farzad using the link in the description or comment section below to learn more about their services. And thanks again to Rebellionaire for sponsoring this video. Okay, so now we're back to this magical box outside of your house. Why can Tesla even attempt this when a dozen other companies would love to sell you a crate full of AI chips? Number one, because it's incredibly expensive, but more importantly, number two, because of that stack. Tesla owns 5 layers that almost nobody else owns under one roof, and once you see all 5 sitting in one company, the whole thing clicks into place. Layer 1 is the chip. Tesla has its own AI chip now called AI5. It taped out, meaning that the design got finalized and sent to the factory to get built in April of 26, about 2 years late, which is roughly on time for Mr. Elon Musk. And Elon calls it the best inference chip for edge compute. Now, let me translate that for you real quick because inference and edge are very important things to understand for this product. Training a model is teaching the AI. That's the giant expensive part, the 67,000 GPUs sitting in a warehouse. Inference is using the model. It's what happens every single time you ask a chatbot a question and it answers you. Inference happens billions of times a day forever. And that's where almost all the real demand is going to live for AI. And edge just means a computer sits out in the world, like in your car, your computer on a wall somewhere at a supercharger, instead of in one giant central building. So AI5 is built to run AI out in the real world cheaply by the millions. And these chips sit on about 250 watts, which is equivalent to 2 or 3 light bulbs. Now, layer 2 is power. This is Tesla's other business, the one that Wall Street keeps freaking forgetting about all the time. Tesla's energy division, the Megapacks and the Powerwalls, is one of the biggest battery deployers on Earth. For example, on June 23rd of 2026, Tesla signed a deal with a company called Nat Power to put 25 gigawatt hours of Megapack storage across Italy and the UK. That first phase alone is more than half of every battery Tesla deployed in the entire world in all of 26, and it's phase 1. The full program is over 100 gigawatt hours, north of $15 billion over its life. This makes Tesla one of the biggest power players on the planet. Layer 3 is cooling, which sounds boring until you realize cooling is the actual bottleneck for AI right now. A rack of AI chips throws off an absurd amount of heat. That's the whole reason these data centers get built next to rivers and power plants. Tesla has been doing thermal engineering on batteries and motors for 15 years. They know how to move heat already. And the Megapod filing specifically names cooling as part of the box, which tells you that they treat it as a first-class part of the product. It's not just a bolt-on. Now, layer 4 is the factory. In March of 2026, Tesla, SpaceX, and xAI announced a joint chip fab called Terafab in Texas, targeting over a terawatt of AI compute a year, with Intel joining the project shortly after. Now, a fab is a chip factory. Those are the multi-billion-dollar buildings where the actual silicon gets etched. Almost nobody owns their own fab. Nvidia doesn't own their own fab. Apple doesn't own their own fab. They all rent space at TSMC in Taiwan and parts of the US. Now, Tesla is going for the building where the chips are born. That's a 2027 and beyond story. It's early right now. It could absolutely slip into later days, but almost no one else is even attempting it. And layer 5 is the model, the actual AI. Through xAI and the Tesla self-driving stack, the Musk world has its own frontier models with Grok and Tesla's FSD, which is full self-driving. So they're not renting the brain from anybody else either. So line up all 5. You have the chip, power, cooling, fab, and the model all in one company. Now let's compare and look at the company that's supposedly winning this race today, which is Nvidia, because the bear that's watching this is already typing Farzad. Nvidia already sells the box. This is nothing new. Stop being such an Elon shill. Your beard sucks and you're ugly. And they're partly right. Nvidia sells a thing called the GB200 NVL72, which is a pre-built liquid-cooled rack, 72 of their top GPUs wired together, which then you wheel into a warehouse and it runs. So the turnkey AI box idea isn't original to Tesla, far from it. Nvidia got there first. But there's one card Nvidia doesn't hold. Nvidia sells you the rack, then goes and buys its power from the utility and rents its fab from TSMC. Nvidia owns one layer, the chip and the rack around it, and it's freaking brilliant at that one layer. Just look at the company's performance. They're unbelievable. Jensen Huang is a monster, but Tesla is going for all 5. The chip, the power feeding it, the cooling, the factory making it, and the model running on it. Nobody, not even Nvidia or Amazon or Google, own the whole vertical column. Tesla owns the entire stack, so Tesla controls the cost of the entire stack. Every layer that Nvidia has to go rent from somebody else, and cost is where all the money comes from. So let's talk about the money. Selling inference compute is not a someday business for the Musk world. It's happening right now at a scale that's honestly hard to believe. SpaceX, which is Elon's AI company now, leases its Memphis supercomputer called Colossus to other companies. Anthropic, the company behind Claude, one of the biggest AI labs in the world, is paying xAI $1.25 billion a month for compute a month. That one contract is worth north of $40 billion over its life. And Google signed a similar one, call it about $900 million or so a month. So the Musk world has already proven you can build the computers and rent them out like a landlord rents apartments, except your tenants pay you a freaking $1 billion a month. How can I get a piece of that action? How do I do that? And think about where that money goes. That cash flow is the engine that funds the chip fab and the Optimus robot, the whole machine. This is the thing I think most people miss when they look at Tesla and SpaceX as 2 separate companies. Elon is building one combined compute machine, and ever since SpaceX started selling compute to outside customers, it's become obvious that providing inference to other people is turning into the cash flow heart of the whole empire. And Megapod points Tesla straight at that business. This is exactly the kind of cross-company strategy I dig into in my book, Master Plan, What Elon Musk is Really Building, which is all about how Elon is quietly building the next generation of civilization across transportation, energy, labor, and space. Now on Amazon, Kindle, and paperback. I have a link for that in the description and the comment section below. Now the part that actually pertains to you, the homeowner. Let me give you some context first. There's a product called Digital Optimus, and the pitch for that product is to deploy millions of dedicated AI inference units out in the field at Superchargers, where Tesla already has around 7 gigawatts of power just sitting there. So instead of routing every AI request to one giant building, the computing happens at the edge, close to the people and the cars asking for it. He said the same thing about the cars, all those Teslas parked in driveways, powerful computers doing nothing, pulled into what he literally calls AWS, but distributed. Up to 100 gigawatts of compute just sitting there. So Tesla's own founder has already sketched out distributed edge inference at consumer scale. The box outside your house would just be the next logical step of this all-in-one machine. So let's go one more step down into the box on the side of your house. The Megapod they filed is industrial. It's big, it's sold to companies, but that same 5-layer stack already has a consumer-sized version sitting on millions of homes right now. It's the power wall, the battery box bolted to the wall. Today, it just stores your solar power or power from the grid and can even sell it back to the grid. Now put an AI chip inside it. That box literally stops being a battery and becomes a tiny AI supercomputer running inference right there on the wall. On 250 watts, 2 or 3 light bulbs of power fed by the battery that's already in it, cooled by the thermal know-how Tesla already has. And guess what? Tesla can slap on as many of these chips as they want, or as many power walls as they want. And then it gets genuinely insane because of the heat. When a computer runs, all the electricity it burns turns into heat. That's just physics. Your laptop does it. A data center does it at massive scale. It's pissing off a lot of people. Normally, that heat is pure waste. Data centers spend a fortune throwing it away. But what if your house drank it instead? This already exists. A company in the UK called Hiata bolts a server onto your hot water tank, and the server's waste heat gives you about 80% of your household hot water. You get basically free heating, and they get a place to run their compute. Companies in France and Germany do the same thing. They literally call them data furnaces. Microsoft is piping waste heat from a data center into a Danish town's home heating right now. So a computer that heats your home is already a product you can buy in Europe today. Now bolt all of that into one Tesla unit on the side of your house and picture what that single box does. It stores your electricity. It runs your own private AI, your assistant, your security system's brain, whatever you want, right there in your home. It heats your house with the exhaust from the AI it's running through a hyper-efficient HVAC that Tesla will probably design themselves, because guess what? They've been doing HVACs for Tesla cars and SpaceX aircraft for freaking ever. And it's all the same machine. One unit that powers the house, computes for the house, heats and cools the house off a stack Tesla already builds end to end. And the last piece is the one where the box pays you. What if when you're not using it, it joins a distributed fleet and sells its spare inference compute or power in your batteries to companies that need it, and the money lands in your freaking account? Your house stops being a thing you pay for every month and starts being a thing that pays you. The Powerwall already does a baby version of this with electricity. Tesla pulls home batteries into virtual power plants and pays people for the energy they send back. This is the exact model, except now your box is selling compute as well, which is worth a whole lot more than a few kilowatt hours. Now, what's a realistic timeline for a product like this? AI 5 doesn't really hit real volume until mid to late 2027. The home box is not on a shelf, and it won't be for a good while, nowhere close. And realistically, the first version could very well come with Nvidia chips inside, who knows? Or it could also just have Tesla's AI 4 version that's in the cars right now. But the direction is locked. Musk Industry is very clearly assembling every single piece of the basic utility of the AI age: the chip, Power, storage, cooling, the factory, and the model under one roof, which no other company on earth is even trying to do. The industrial version, Megapod, is real and just filed. The home version, the box outside of your house, is a very basic extrapolation, but it's built entirely out of parts that already ship and a business model Elon has already described out loud. In the first place, a normal person actually feels the AI age might just be the box that's bolted to the side of their house, and one that's been costing them money for freaking ever, which finally starts to pay them back. Thank you so much for watching this insane video. I really appreciate you staying around, and I hope this was informative and helpful. We'll see you in the next one. Take it easy, everybody. Mwah. Bye-bye.